Lord, we got folk.
Oh, no, he didn't. Hey everybody, welcome back to the DaneBramageROCKS channel. I am doing a special request today. So this one's a little bit different because it's not necessarily rock-based, hard rock-based, which is what I usually hone around to, but being it is a special request and that this guy is absolutely just blowing up the world right now with the song he just came out with, I'm going to go ahead and jump on it. And a few other my YouTube friends have also done this, and that's who this special request is from. Actually, my friend Jesse at BEL Development, which you're all familiar with, and also my friend Casey over at Cheesy XYZ, who've already done this and suggested I go ahead and check this song out. So I have been avoiding listening to this because I wanted to do this live and organically. And I know it's been out for a couple weeks, but I'm going to jump right into this one. I'm pretty excited about it. This is Oliver Anthony, Men North of Richmond. And the only thing I know about it, it is the #1 song on the Billboard 100. Not just country or southern or whatever category he may be singing in. We're talking overall. I mean, this one's beating out Taylor Swift and a handful of other, pop band singers that I'm not really too familiar with, but everyone knows Taylor Swift. Regardless, I'm excited. I know he's not a signed person. I have read just a couple articles because I was curious. It's hard to avoid when a guy's making this much of an impact in the music industry. You can't ignore it. You'll drive down the street and see a billboard on it or something like that, or if you watch any news at all. So I'm familiar with the situation, not familiar with the song, and I'm about to find out why, and you're going to take this journey with me. So most of you probably have already heard this, probably 100 times. This is my first. So this is my introduction and reaction to Oliver Anthony, Men North of Richmond. And if it's your first time to the channel, after I do the reaction, I do a wrap up at the end. I usually take a few minutes. I'll find out who he is. We'll talk more about the song. And if I can find any interesting articles I want to share about him or the song, I will do that as well. But that's after the reaction. So let's just jump into the reaction. Oliver Anthony, Men North of Richmond, official music video. Here we go. All right, so this one's 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and this I'm familiar with. Anytime Oliver Anthony comes up on a news article or a thumb, it's always this picture right here, him. So I'm very familiar with his face. Now when you see it, it's like everyone knows who this is. So I believe it's just him singing by himself with his guitar, no band, just the guy. So I'm pretty excited to dig into this. Here we go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn...
Whoa, okay. Awesome. Okay, so he sold his soul working BS hours for BS pay just so he can drive back home and drown his sorrows away. So, and he's talking about Men North of Richmond. So I think I'm pretty sure he's going to be calling some people out here for their lifestyle, and he's comparing his lifestyle to actually like working and trying to make a life and a living in his area, while these other people just have money and just do these outlandish things. I'm just judging the title with what he just said on this first, not even 17 seconds into this. I'm excited. I actually got goosebumps because I can't wait to see what else he says.
Working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
So compared people like me to people like you, so he's absolutely calling out rich people, I think, or maybe a specific. I can't say that because there are some people that are wealthy and that do good stuff. So this is going to get interesting. Waking up and hope it's not true, but it sounds like he's talking about his lifestyle compared to theirs and how hard he works. And maybe that's what it is. Like he's actually trying to contribute to America while other people are out there doing very, very dirty stuff. This has got to be where this is going.
For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Love his
living
voice.
in the new world.
Living in the new world.
With
Interesting.
an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Oh God. So two things. I love that voice. That is a rich, soulful voice right there, and even the harshness that's into it. You can hear the scratchiness of the voice, and I love it. Good control. I'm not a voice coach or anything, but the way I hear it, I love it. And what a beautiful guitar! That thing is incredible. What a gorgeous piece. I'm sure some of you that are very much into guitars and what they mean, and that looks like a really at least it looks like a really nice one. So now he's calling out these rich people. I love that line, old soul. Young guy it looks like, but he's got an old soul, and it looks like he had some good roots growing up.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Yeah.
Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
He's got puppies. He's sitting out there. So I wonder if this is his land or his home, and he's just out by himself, not even looking at the camera, like he care less. He's just singing from the heart, and he's got his little doggers with him, his little dogs.
Wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
Oh, this is a good call-out song. I love it. They want control. They want to know what you do.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks.
Oh, no, he didn't. He said he wished politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. He's got to be calling out the Epstein Island, the human trafficking. Isn't that funny? And I know there's some politicians that have been accused of supporting it and being there, which is just gross in my mind. And there it was. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Oh my goodness. It is true though. Why are we dumping a ton of money on other countries when there are kids and people here that need help? You know what? I love this guy. We're a minute 20 in, and I'm sorry for pausing it so much. And I'm a fan. I'm supporting this dude. I agree 100% with what he's saying. This dude is phenomenal. No wonder he's number one. It's weird. It's like it's what people want to hear.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere.
Woo!
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare.
There it is.
But if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Oh my
Lord,
God.
it's a damn shame
It is a
what the
damn shame.
world's gotten to for people like me.
Puppies.
People like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh.
Okay, there was a lot to digest there, and I'm going to stop pausing it so much. So he said it. He said it. Right after I said it, he said it. What did he say? There's people here that need help and that are starving, and we're ignoring those people that are living on the streets, or the kids that need help, and this, that, and the other. But instead, you got people that are abusing the system, that don't need help, or they don't go get a job. And I know this is a hard line to walk here, but there are some people that take advantage of the citizens. That we're dumping money on helping people that could help themselves instead of ignoring the actual people that need it. I believe that's what he's alluding to, but I'm not into politics by any means. Just the things he says is He's calling out a lot, and this is fantastic.
Wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world.
New world.
With an old soul.
With an old soul.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
Such a good voice. I love that guitar. Wow, that hit deep. Okay, I just want to hear that last chorus. I love the scratchy and the harshness of his voice. And again, he's not engaging with the camera. He's just singing from the heart. You can feel this one.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
I'm a fan.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Well, buddy, I think you're going to be in this a lot of money. Oh, wow. You know, I know the state of the world, a lot of people are going to not agree with what he's saying and not think the world is that way. But then again, it's the #1 hit on the Billboard Top 100 overall. So people are listening, people are liking it for whatever reason, whether it's the meaning or the song or the voice. I like all of it. I love the meaning. He's calling out a very specific group of people and using himself in his example, because I believe it. I believe he's that guy, that actual country guy from the country working for a living and just happened to write a amazing song. I'm trying not to cuss, even though it's been in this video all over the place. So that whole package, dude, awesome. I'm following this guy 100%. All right, stick around for a few minutes. I'm gonna do a wrap up. I'm gonna find out who this guy is, kind of dig into the song real quick. I'll try not to spend a whole lot of time on it and give you some information on this channel if you're new here. All right, let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the wrap up to Oliver Anthony, Rich Men North of Richmond. And I'm just going to give a couple cool accolades that he deserves to be mentioned. That YouTube video as of today, as the recording of this video, has 40,445,000 views. So he's already at, almost 40.5 million views in 2 weeks and is the #1 song on trending for music on YouTube. He's also the #1 song on Billboard, which I'll get to that in a minute, but this just came out 2 weeks ago and already 40 million views, and that's not to include how many listens that are probably on Spotify, probably another, who knows, 40 plus million, 50 million, 100 million, and on Apple Music, and wherever you listen to music, and I'm sure it's all over the country channels. So let's just, a round of applause for that, #1, Oliver Anthony. Well done, sir. #2, now I'll bring you over to the Billboard Top 100. There it is. This is today. This is live. #1, Rich Men North of Richmond, Oliver Anthony Music. So he is unsigned, from what I understand. And he's been up here for peak position 1 week. So he's been on here for a week. So the song came out 2 weeks ago. It took 1 week for people to catch on, and it took 1 week for this to get #1. 1 week, and he's still sitting there. And I wonder how long he's going to be there. #2, you got Luke Combs on Fast Car, Morgan Wallen, Last Night, Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer, Rima and Selena Gomez, Calm Down, Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire, Gunna with Funk You Men, and so on and so forth. So he is crushing all these people. And I actually did I found a funny article I'll get to in a second. So who is Oliver Anthony? This is from the New York Post. Oliver Anthony's Men North of Richmond has rocketed at #1 on Billboard Top 100 song charts, the Hot 100. So it's not even like, is it again in its own category genre. Thrusting a songwriter from Appalachia who insists he's nothing special on the national stage. Self-released, see, there it is, self-released on August 11th. So that was 14 days ago as of the day of this recording. Today is the 25th. Anthony's Rich Men is a country folk tune about a man who sells his soul working all day while struggling under the weight of inflation, high taxes, and so-called elitism, sparking complaints from the liberal critics. 100%, I'm sure they are. A video of a previously unknown singer sporting a bushy red beard and wielding a guitar became a viral sensation thanks to social media, where a number of influential users, particularly in conservative media, began circulating the clip. Why? Who? They always got to draw that line. What is Oliver Anthony's real name? The songer's real name is Christopher Anthony Lunsford. My grandfather is Oliver Anthony, he explained in a lengthy Facebook post. Anthony told his followers he uses the name not only as dedication to his grandfather, but also 1930s Appalachia, where he was born and raised. He described his grandfather's life as dirt floors, 7 kids, hard times. Oh, wow. And whether or not he wishes to go by his now viral identity or his birth name, he said either is fine by him. At this point, I'll gladly go by Oliver because everyone knows me as such, but my friends and family still call me Chris, he wrote. So I actually found this hilarious article when I was looking up this guy. This one's from, actually, let me see. Oh, there we go. So Anthony grew up in North Carolina. He dropped out of high school at the age of 17 in 2010 and got his GED while living in a small town of Spruce Pine, North Carolina. He shared on Facebook. In Western North Carolina, he worked multiple plant jobs, his last being at McDowell County Paper Mill, saying, I worked third shift 6 days a week for 14, 15 hours in living hell. So he was telling the truth. You know, he was singing about himself, and he went through this himself. So this article goes on and on about how he became a musician, the struggles with his mental health and addiction. So this dude's been through it. He's the real deal. And why I laughed, because I found this article from the Babylon Bee, who says, if you don't know the Babylon Bee, it's they make a funny spin on news articles or headlines or something like that. So take it with a grain of salt. Country music industry confused by man actually from country making actual music. This is so funny. They also like to call people out. Nashville, Tennessee. Sources at the major country music record labels confirmed Monday that they were baffled and nonplussed by the new country music artist who is, get this, from the actual country making actual music. A record executive said that the bizarre style of country music in which someone writes, performs, and records songs of actual quality about topics germane to people living in the actual country doesn't really speak to them and is pretty confusing. We just don't get it, said Bud Dwayne Dingles of Capitol Records, Nashville. It's like, is this like some sort of joke? I don't understand the punchline. Is it the beard? Because it's a nice beard, but it doesn't really make me laugh. Dingles went on to point out that the viral single Men North of Richmond by the artist in question, Oliver Anthony, doesn't mention drinking beer while driving a truck on the back roads with a girl all up in it a single time. It doesn't have a guest hip-hop artist, and it doesn't appear to be just a pop track with a quiet banjo track added in the post. So, I snorted. They're calling out actual today's country music, which is another discussion that is out there. Anyway, this will never catch on, and is antithetical to our values as the gatekeepers of country music, Dingles added. Maybe if this Anthony fellow goes out and gets himself a college education and learns to write a catchy radio tune that's barely indistinguishable from what you hear on the pop stations, then he'll be going somewhere. So they're kind of jabbing at the fact that country music is almost too popish these days, and country music isn't really country music, and that is another controversial subject, on the side. I'm reading an article, but Dingles isn't optimistic about Anthony's chances of making it in the country music industry. I want something peppy, something happy, something up-tempo. I want something snappy. None of this tragic lamentation crap, being all sad about the actual plights of people from the actual country. That's not what country music is about. So there's a call out on a call out. I just thought it was funny and I wanted to share it with you guys, whether you share that opinion or not. I found it. There it is. But you know what? I loved it. I like this Oliver Anthony guy. I love the song. The song was great. It was him, the guitar. It was beautiful, well sung. He's got a great voice. I do like those harshy, scratchy voices. They kind of resonated in me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to follow him. I do understand he just released another song, so that one will probably be coming sooner or later. And I know I'm behind on this one a couple weeks, but it's fine. Better late than never, I always say. But if I'm curious, what did you think about it? What did you like about number one, just the song, and number two, the reaction? And everyone's value to their own opinion. I'm totally okay with that, and I'm here for it. But I liked it. I'm glad he is able to sing about these things and calling people out, and it's just how he feels. And that's usually what music is. It's expressive, right? And he did it, and it's number one on the Billboard. So, there you have it. And if this is your first time in the channel, number one, welcome. Number two, you can dig around my channel. You probably won't find a ton of songs like that, if any at all, because I do hone around the rock music and also some song contests that I've done some reactions on. But welcome regardless. If you do like what you see in the channel and you like what you hear here, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button for me. Need everybody watching, give me that like button and ring that little bell for notifications if you are a new subscriber. And so that way you'll be the first to know. There are multiple ways to support me if you would like. I have all the links in the About Me section of my YouTube page. And I also have all the links right here below in the video description of this video. You can leave me a donation or a tip on PayPal. You can follow me on Discord. We can chat there. And I'm also on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can follow me on there. And I have a Spotify playlist called DaneBramageROCKS for all the songs that I listen to and like. Go on that playlist plus some extras. So if you want to listen to the songs on this channel and some others and listen to what I'm listening to, by all means, you can like that playlist on Spotify. And I am starting a Twitch channel. It's not up and running yet. Nothing is going. I have the channel there. The name's, set out to the side. And soon to follow, we will start doing some live stuff over there. So if you want to hop on over to Twitch, give that page a like. Stuff will be coming soon, sooner or later. No promises. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Once again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I appreciate everyone checking out this video. Thank you so much for the support as always. I appreciate you all. And until next time, have an amazing day. And as always, I said that twice, keep on rocking.